Brogan. I was born here. I've been here all my life. I have 2 degrees from the University of Tennessee. So we do wealth management and retirement planning. So what does that really mean? Anything in your life that could impact your finances, whether it's investing money, whether it's how to structure income, if we can optimize our taxes, so we serve people. And that's part of our mission statement. We serve people.
Well, good morning. Happy Saturday. What's going on, everybody? It's just about 8:03 right now. Running a little bit behind here this morning, but not really, right? Beautiful start to the day. Have you been outside yet? Feels pretty good outside. Nice, warm. For those of you joining us from Upper East Tennessee, it is less comfortable this morning. Less comfortable this morning than what it was yesterday morning. Remember, you had that drier air in place, and things are a little different here this morning. Anyways, I want to take you outside and show you a live look there from Fox Road Marina. So anybody heading off to the lakes today, it's going to be a perfect day to do so. In the valley, we're probably not likely to get a whole lot of rainfall throughout the day today, but across the plateau and the mountains, I think, heads up, could see a few showers and a few thunderstorms developing throughout the day today. All right, let's go ahead and talk about temperature. So we're talking about this heat, right? So I'm going to explain a couple of things. We're going to start you off in the upper parts of the atmosphere, then I'm going to bring you back down to the surface, and we'll talk about what that heat's the heat that we're talking about here for the upcoming week. So yesterday we topped out at 92. I always like to keep you in check. I was forecasting 93. So we had a couple of showers fire up. We were in the upper 80s across the Cumberland Plateau, low 90s in Chattanooga, and also the Tri-Cities was warm. All right, so let me show you the big picture. So here's our ridge of high pressure. So this is a forecast through the rest of the weekend. This ridge is going to retrograde, move its way from east to west. And as it does so, it's going to continue to build our heat. And so that's going to bring the heat. And then you come down to the mid-levels of the atmosphere, and I've been showing you this. We get these little disturbances. That ridge in the mid-levels is also going to retrograde and actually weaken a little bit as a few disturbances move to our north. And so while we're not going to get a lot of rainfall, the rainfall today versus tomorrow will shift directions. And so the rain today will come out of basically develop and move to the northeast. Tomorrow it's going to move to the southeast, eastish southeast. Anyways, so at the surface, then we also have that ridge of high pressure that's going to continue to move its way off to the east. And so eventually that's going to allow a couple of disturbances to move on in. A couple of showers have already been present into Upper East Tennessee near Johnson City. We've already had a couple of showers here this morning. They're not much activity, but a sign. And you can see how it's moving to the northeast. That's going to be the story throughout the day today. What's up, Dwayne? We've got Deborah joining us. Mel, good morning. Brent, how are you this morning? It's going to be a nice day to find some water. It is. It's going to be a toasty one. So here's your future cast. Speaking of which, if you are going to head off to the pools or the lakes, we are going to see those showers. Here's the noon. So not much activity from now through noon, and then from noon to 3, of course, when we heat up the atmosphere. I think the Cumberland Plateau probably has the greatest extent of seeing some rain, some good rain as well. So slow-moving storms, if you get the rain, and heavy rain because we've got a water-loaded atmosphere. Our P watts, there's the word again. Our P watts are way up there, and so right around a 2. At one point, like 9.6 to like a 2.01 or something like that. So anyways, the heaviest rain is going to be across the plateau. So if you're heading off to Watts Bar, maybe, if you're going to be across the Cumberland Mountains, heads up, probably a better chance for you to see rain. So remember I was talking about dew points this morning versus yesterday. So Greenville, Rogersville, Morristown, we said it was comfortable in Whitesburg and Tri-Cities. It felt great. We had dew points in the 60s. The dew points are now in the 70s, so that translates to a warmer temperatures this morning. Actually, so much so, when I came in, it was about 7 degrees warmer in Tri-Cities than what it was yesterday morning, thanks to the higher dew point, which is going to lead to hot heat index values again today, and temperatures making it to about 100 degrees or so if you're going to be outside. So, yes, good day to go find some water for sure. Good morning. Headed to Georgia today, huh? Grab the sunglasses. You're going to need those. All right, so your evening forecast, it doesn't really start to get comfortable, right, until about 8 o'clock here at night. And then the sun goes down and it starts to feel like a good, solid, warmer summer night. I want to take you into your Sunday futurecast. Remember, I said the winds are going to shift. So today's showers are moving from southwest to northeast. Tomorrow, the winds are going to shift aloft, and so the storms are going to come in from the west-northwest and push their way to the southeast. So look tomorrow. Just look at different direction, and because of that different direction shift, or that shift anyways in the showers, I think we actually have a better chance for a little bit better coverage of rainfall So when you take today and tomorrow's forecast together, a little bit better coverage of rain. So, and again, high precipitable water. So we're talking about a lot of rainfall, heavy rainfall anyways, and slow moving storms. So we're going to be in the low to mid 90s all weekend long, today and tomorrow. Probably a little bit better coverage of rainfall tomorrow. I'm going to keep it at about a 30% chance or so over the next several days. Thursday, Friday, into Saturday, I'll be likely tailoring that up. We are still 6 and 7 days away, but it does appear now that we may get that pattern change we've been talking about, which therefore would lead to more rain as we get into the middle and latter part of next week. This takes us through Wednesday, so then not much, right? And we're not going to see a whole lot of rainfall from now through Wednesday, but that takes us all the way through next Friday, and you bring it here to home, and we could see some decent amount of rain. So the pattern may change a little bit to add a little bit better chance for better coverage, I should say, of rainfall. Anyways, your 7-day forecast. Remember, average high now is 88. We'll stay at 88 all the way through. I think it's August 23rd. That's so again the dog days of summer, right? And we've been talking about also the wet bulb the wet bulb globe temperature. So this is actually Tuesday. Tuesday is likely to be the hottest day. And again, that's meaning that the kids are going to have to, they won't have practice at all outdoors, or they will only get it like an hour. They have to have 4 breaks in that hour whenever you get into the 90s. So we're going to be talking a lot more about that as well. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got some great photos to share with you this morning. Oh yeah, it's tax-free weekend. Thanks, Brandy. I appreciate that. It is. Are you going to be out shopping? My wife actually texted me that. And she goes, "Hey, by the way, if you want to go get the kids some clothes for the fall months, it is tax-free weekend." Good morning, Judy. How are you this morning? Anybody have any outdoor adventures? Anything fun planned today? I do not, but I do have this. And we'll do your national holidays, and then pictures are coming up, and then we'll let you go about your day if you want to stick around that long. Gorgeous sunrise is taking shape here this morning. Here's those national holidays. Of course, we're celebrating birthdays and events. Any birthdays out there? We also can't wait for the change. The change. Maybe some cooler temperatures, maybe a little bit better coverage of rainfall. I'm with you, my friend. Birthdays and events, throw it out there. All right, it's National Day of the Cowboy. Anybody know exactly what that is? National Day of the Cowboy falls on the 4th Saturday in July to recognize the stoic, hardworking symbol of the American West. We are taking the reign today to provide you with a bit of quick history about the cowboy. You can go on and read that, I guess, about it if you want to. All right, it's National Bagel Fest Day. Is there a Bagel Fest going on around town somewhere? Go eat yourself a good old solid bagel. Bagels are good. I like the everything bagel. It's National Coffee Milkshake Day. I know we've had the conversation about Jamocha shakes and Arby's. Today's a good day for a coffee milkshake. It's National All or Nothing Day. Celebrated each year on July 26th, National All or Nothing Day allows people to throw caution to the wind and go for broke. We all have dreams we hold back, right? Decisions left to make or plans uncompleted. On this day, people break free of everything holding them back. So if there's something holding you back today, don't let it today. It's National Disability Independence Day. Americans with Disability Act. It's a National Aunt and Uncle Day. Aunt and Uncle, Aunt and Uncle, Aunt. I say Aunt. Aunt and Uncle Day. So I'll have to, I should, my nephew should be calling me today, right? That's what they should be doing. I've got some great photos. Let's switch cameras here. It's going to be gorgeous in the higher elevations. What's up, Carcane? Yes, there we go, Katrina. I like myself a coffee milkshake. That's what I like. All right. All right, got a great photo to share. How about this one? Speaking of Gatlinburg. Speaking of Gatlinburg, let's see what this one says. So this one's from Eli. It's not Gatlinburg, actually. It says bear in Mount Carmel, just across the street from Mount Carmel City Park, around 5:45 p.m. last night. So there we go. Good job, Eli. How about this one? We've got another great photo to share with you this morning. I told you we got several good ones. Several good ones. So this one is from Carcane. There we go. There we go, Carcane. A rainbow over the farm. What farm and what county? What farm and what county is that in? All right, we've got Barb Miller. She shared a good one. Here's a good one from Barb Miller. I feel like we need some music or something like that while we're doing this. So Barb says sunset in Townsend. Elaine Ombre also sharing this one. She's one from Behind the Lens. She says stunning sunset from Maryville on 7/25, so yesterday. And another great one. Get this one on there. Oh, there we go. Isn't that one great? So this one is coming in from Joey. Tonight's sunset over Lenore City. He flies drones. Scott Williams is sharing a good sunset from last night, I believe. Scott says, this evening sky looking eastward in Lenore City. We also had a great one from Lori and Jason Foster. Sunset over the Clinch River. That is gorgeous. And Kathy Collins to round it out here this morning. Maybe. Nope. Kathy's picture's not coming through. See if that will show up. Well, that's what it is. It's just going to be really little. Good job, Kathy. Kathy says this morning sunrise in Rutledge. Great pictures this morning. And a live look outside this morning, and we've shown you, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Hopefully you have some good plans here for the day today. It's the Waters Farm in Blount County. Nice, Carcane. That's awesome. A gorgeous view it is. Jamocha milkshake from Arby's. And a potato cake. Got to have those, right? Good combination together. What's up, Chris? How are you this morning? Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you have a good Saturday. Hopefully you have a good weekend. If you have any sort of plans, moved back from Oak Ridge yesterday. From Flagship Cards Apartments yesterday. So I'm back home with my parents now. Nice, Brian. Great pictures. Thanks for submitting those awesome pictures through Witcher's Pictures. I appreciate that. Just going through your chat. Well, I hope you all have a good Saturday. Enjoy your Sunday if you can't join tomorrow morning, but we'll be back here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. Enjoy your Saturday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short.